Good day, viewers. You are welcome. So here we have this interesting challenge, which is root a plus root minus a equals 10. I want to find the value of a that satisfies this equation. So the first thing we do here is, if we write this thing as root a plus, we can break this thing down as root minus 1 multiplied by a equals 10. And we should note that if this is root AB, it is equal to root A multiplied by root B. So we apply it here as root A plus square root of minus 1 multiplied by square root of A equals 10. Next we have, for every square root of minus 1, we consider it as I, as this equals root a plus I root a equals 10. So here we have root a that is common. By factoring out root a, we have this open bracket 1 plus I equals 10. By dividing both sides by 1 plus I, we have this cancelled, then square root of a equals 10 divided by 1 plus I. And since we need the value of a, we have to rationalize this as 10 divided by 1 plus I multiplied by 1 minus I divided by 1 minus I. So here is square root of a equals, when this multiply this, we have 10 into bracket of 1 minus I divided by 1 plus I into bracket of 1 minus I. Now next we have square root of a equals, so when this remain 10 into bracket of 1 minus I divided by, so here when we expand this out, we are going to have 1 multiplied by 1, that gives us 1, and 1 multiplied by minus I, we get minus I, plus I multiplied by 1, that is I, and plus times minus is minus, I times I, we get I squared. And again, for every I squared, that is equals minus 1. So here is square root of a equals, this is minus I and this is plus I, they cancelled. Then we have 10 into bracket of 1 minus I divided by 1 minus, so I squared is 1, then plus minus and minus, that is plus, and here is 1. So this implies that square root of a equals 10 into bracket of 1 minus I divided by 2, as 2 here 1 and 2 here is 5. Then when we write this as square root of a equals 5 into bracket of 1 minus I. So this is what we get, and to get the value of a, we have to take the square of both sides. So suppose we take the square of this and the square of this. So here we have a equals, when this cancelled, we have a equals, so here is going to be, if we have ab raised to power of 2, it is the same thing as a raised to power 2, b raised to power 2. As this is 5 to the power 2, open bracket, here is going to be 1 minus I raised to power of 2. Then a equals 5 square is 25, open bracket. When we expand this, we have 1 minus 2I plus I squared. And for every I squared, is going to give us minus 1. So therefore, 1 minus 1 plus I squared, that is 1 minus 1, this cancelled. Then we have A equals 25 multiplied by 2, that is minus 50i. And minus 50i is the solution that we get to this problem. And we can still consider another method to this equation. So let's see the second method. So we have this as method 2, or second method, as we are going to take the square of both sides. So by squaring both sides, we have this as root a plus root minus a raised to power of 2 equals 10 squared. Then when we expand this, for the first one, we are going to have it as a plus. So when we multiply the two middle terms, we have 2 square root of minus a squared, and y for the last term is plus open bracket minus a equals 10 squared. Then here is plus a and minus a cancelled. So here is 2 square root of minus a squared equals 10 squared. So let's see, we divide both sides by 2. 2 cancelled. Then we have square root of minus a squared equals, here is 10 squared, that is oddrand, and 2 in oddrand, that gives us 50. And here we have square root of, this is minus 1 multiplied by a squared, and everything equals 50. And for one of the rule I applied above, we can separate this as square root of minus 1 multiplied by square root of a squared equals 50. So this cancelled, and square root of minus 1, it gives us I. So I multiplied by a equals 50. And by dividing both sides by I, we have I cancelled. Therefore, a equals 50 divided by I. But let's try to multiply out by I. To avoid having imaginary at the denominator, we have a equals 50i divided by I times I, that gives us I squared. And I squared equals minus 1. Then we have 50i divided by minus 1. So here is plus and here is minus. So it implies that the value of a here equals minus 50i. As for the first method and the second method, we get the same answer. So this is how to solve this. Thanks for watching. And if you are new here to this channel and you find this video interesting, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos. Never stop learning. Bye bye.